the next point I put on here is adulting is tough, which we all know that is. And the next point is watch out for hidden agendas, and some things are too good to be true. And it kind of contradicts the one point where I said, like, some people really truly want to help me. And yeah, this kind of contradicts that, because at one point in time I did let my guard down, and I let a certain group of people into my life, which I should have, like, really checked them. I really should have felt their energy, but because of the context and where I met these people at, I really wasn't able to, and it was able to hide behind, a mask. So I really wasn't able to pick up on that energy until it was too late, and I ended up back in therapy again for mental and emotional abuse. So yeah, so some things are too good to be true, and I try not to be like, I try to give people benefit of the doubt. I try not to be so skeptical, but because of what happened to me, and I'm still healing from that. This happened last year, so it's still kind of fairly new. So it's gonna take like a few years for me to be able to trust anybody like that ever again. But they really messed with my psyche. They really messed with me. They really isolated me from not only my hobbies, which I'm getting back into now, but also people I would talk to, hang with, and just mess with my life in general. So yeah, it was too good to be true. They offered the truth, and what I got was a bunch of bullshit. So I'm just putting that lightly. I'm gonna be doing a podcast on this too, because I feel like it's time to just say something, and I really just want to help other people out there too that could be in the same position I am. And the last point is God is within me, which is something that these people that I dealt with try to take away from me. Yeah, they talked all the time about God being within in the soul, but they really didn't practice that. They always thought that God was in the building or in a building, and they got mad when you didn't show up to that said building on the designated day that you're supposed to show up. But outside of that, I learned that God is within me. Every breath I take, every move I make, like, he's like literally there. And I'm not saying that I am God, because I did not create myself. Science does not work like that. So I did not create myself. I know that I came from a chemical process. I know that he created me, so I know that. But I'm just saying that his essence is within me. And a lot of people get upset when other people say God is in me. I am God, and people don't really. I'm like, whoa, I'm not saying I am God, like in the actual, like, incarnation, like, ooh, I can do this and that and this and that with the weather and all this other stuff. I'm just saying that the essence. But it's kind of hard to explain that. But yeah, God is in me, and ever since I found that, I have been more lax and more, I don't know. I just feel, I wouldn't say I feel good all the time, but I just feel like a calm, because I don't have to go looking for him. I don't have to go to my Bible every time. I don't have to do like all this other extra stuff. Like, he's right there. So yeah, and that's the end of my points. I hope that I came across clearly. A little disclaimer and side note, a Saturn return will make you seem like you're losing your mind, and to the point where, oh my gosh, to the point where it makes you feel like you don't want to be here anymore. I know I have felt this near, like, the beginning of it. It was like a little bit before it began. I really felt like that down and out, like I was just done. And I know a lot of people struggle with this too, because this energy is strong, and if you're not equipped for it, if you don't have no clue, it doesn't matter. Well, I thought I was equipped, but I still wasn't equipped. But if you're not aware of this energy, it could take you by surprise. Not saying that this feeling can happen at any time, because it can. Like, this right here, like, this feeling can happen at any time, but I'm just saying, especially now during the Saturn return, it is very imperative you take account of your feelings and emotions, because that feeling of emptiness and like loneliness will sneak up, and like it really will get to you. And unfortunately, and one of my favorite singers, he was born the same year as I was. He was born a month before I was, actually. He didn't make it. He passed away right at the start of his Saturn return. So, yeah, but he was suffering a long time with anxiety and depression and things like that himself. Didn't get the proper help, because unfortunately, where he lived, it was considered taboo to have any therapy or anything like that. So, yeah, he's no longer with us. And I'm guessing that's probably why I felt kind of glum yesterday, is because I was thinking, because around that time he had passed, I was in a program to help me with mine, because I really did hit rock bottom then. And I was actually at the program when I found out that he had passed away. And well, at the time I was medicated, so I really couldn't feel sad. I didn't feel anything at the time. Deep down inside, I really did feel upset and angry and sad, but I couldn't really outwardly express it until like much later, until now. So, yesterday was his anniversary of his death, and oh my gosh, I just thought, like, that could have been me. That could really have been me, and this is messing with me. I mean, great spirit, amazing spirit, and I'm really sad that he's not here with us. But it just really messed with me. I was like, oh my gosh, that could have been me, I couldn't have been here either. So, when I say that I truly am grateful, I'm so happy. Like, I really be celebrating today. I had made it through my Saturn return. I really will be celebrating, because it is just a blessing. It really is. All these hard lessons, everything that I have gone through was for naught. It really did bring me full circle to who I am supposed to be to this day. And I don't take anything for granted. I don't take my life for granted. I don't take my health for granted. I don't take anything for granted after this return. Like, it will humble you that much. If you're not humble before you go to this, you will be humble after you go into your Saturn return. I can guarantee you that, because of all that stuff you go through, it just breaks you down. It just makes you humble. Each and every day, I'm just grateful to God that I am still here. But yeah, on that note, like I said before, it's the end. That's all my points, and I'm gonna repeat this again. Those points are personal to me because of where Saturn was positioned at in my chart. Maybe you had similar experience or the same experience. I don't know, but like I said before, everybody's experience will be different. It's not going to be the same, because it depends on the person, where a person is at on their journey. Everybody is on a journey, but it's a different journey. Some people may be farther along. Some people may be way back. Like I was way back, but because of this return, I'm actually surpassed where somebody else is right now. So it's perspective, really. It really is perspective. So that's the end. I know today, I do believe Saturn is in Aquarius right now. We got a little taste of this energy back in February, March, before it went back and retrograded to Capricorn, and I love that energy. It was like a breath of fresh air, and I'm starting to feel that way again about it. But yes, I really like this energy. I'm really prepared for Saturn Aquarius, even though my return is over. I can still feel the energy of Aquarius. But then again, I forgot to mention the shadow period. Capricorn will be in shadow period from now until I think like a year or two from now, because Saturn is so slow. But it may be in Aquarius, but the energy, Capricorn energy, will still be in the air. So whatever had like panned out over somebody's return will still be there. So whatever you do during this return, do it, I would say, do it the right way. So then when that shadow energy come around, it won't be any unnecessary stuff floating around. You know what I mean? You won't have to deal with like any more issues. Not saying that there won't be any issues, but they won't be as big as they were if you didn't deal with it in your Saturn return. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, so officially in shadow period now. Kind of like getting into this energy of Aquarius, which I really like. So yeah, kind of excited to see what this energy is bringing us. Questions, comments, leave it down in the comment section. I will read them and reply to as many as I can. But yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, I'm gonna go edit, and I will see you guys in another podcast soon, hopefully. And oh yeah, and everyone have a happy holiday, and I will see everyone in 2021 hopefully. And bye bye.